Oh, it was cold. It's 9 o'clock. It's so dark in this tent. It's so dark in this tent. This Howling Moon tent is so dark. 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun is up. And you think it's midnight. Oh, I stayed decently warm. I mean, I stayed under the Sherpa heated blanket. But, oh my gosh, I dreamed all night. I dreamed that there was a family of wild hillbillies that tried to get in my tent, and I shot them. Then I played on my phone a little bit, trying to go back to sleep, and then I dreamed I was walking through this church, and the pastor told me I was supposed to preach that morning. Dear heaven. Talk about dreams. Really glad I picked this light up from Artemis. Works really well. 12 volt plugs right into the Jackery. Jackery turns it on and off. See, boom, 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 boom. That's nice. That way I don't have to search for a flashlight. Works well. So let's get our day started. What do you think? Oh no, it's like 30 degrees out there. Just like here. I don't have an agenda. I'm retired for a week. Okay, here we go. For everybody who's been wondering, I wonder how long a 12 volt heated blanket will last on a powered unit. Jackery 1000. That was on 98 when I went to bed last night. My portable urinal that saved me last night. Didn't even have to get down once. Warmed up a little. Sun came out. Beautiful morning. Unfortunately, we're probably going home today. The diesel heater is not cooperating, and my Jackery's down to 20%. I don't think I could charge it back with solar before this evening to get the heated blanket working all night. It took about 80%. I was kind of shocked. I thought it would take about 50. For 1,000, that's a lot. That's a lot. But we got the coffee going. I got my fly rod all tied up with another fly and fixed, and we're gonna go down to the creek and see what we can, even if we don't catch anything, we're just gonna enjoy ourselves. I got the drone charging on the Jackery, and let everything dry out from the frost and the dew. And then we're going to pack up and head home, see what we can find along the way. It's going to be a good day. But there's a few things that I need to get done before we leave Sunday. Today's Wednesday. We're leaving Sunday on a 7-day trip to Big Bend, Texas, taking the trailer in. There's a lot of just odds and ends I need to get done before then, so need to have a few work days in between now and then. But I hate to leave. Boy, this is a good spot. My goodness, I love this spot. I wish my wife and Tony and Arla and some of the friends were here, Matt and Kara. This would be a great spot to just hang out, chill. I didn't hear a car, didn't hear a four-wheeler, didn't hear nothing except some coyotes last night, and that was it. And it was a good night, all except for the crazy dreams I had. It was a good night. So let's see what we can get into today. That's the part I was dreading worst. I knew it was going to be cold. I knew it was going to be handy to have an annex. I knew that having that extra space of warmth would be very beneficial. But I really wish some of these companies that make this stuff would watch these videos. That is real life. You never, and I'm talking to you, the companies that are out there, I've never had one that made the bags big enough where after you use something, it goes back in easily. Never. Oztent was the first. Now this Howling Moon. When you make something and it's never been used, it folds up nice and neat, doesn't have any air in it, you can suck all the air out of it, shrink wrap it, whatever. Don't make the bag after that. Go out and use it a few times. Roll it up by yourself and then make the bag. You'll make everybody else's life easier and you'll sell a lot more stuff. Ran over. So there's a few things I learned from this trip. You know, every time you go out, you want to try stuff out, learn something new, figure stuff out. And that was pretty much what this trip was about. Well, getting away. You know, first chance to get away in a couple weeks. And I had an issue with my bedding last time. And I wasn't able to find, my tent is 52 inches wide. They don't make, 61 inches wide. All the mats that you get, the top mattresses that you put on a mattress, they're all 52 inches wide. So I had like a 10-inch space around there, and I really didn't like that. So what I did was I bought 2 hiking mats that go completely flat. They don't have any memory foam or anything like that. They go completely flat, and that way they don't take up space, and I'm able to fold them over in the tent. They're about 1 inch, come out in little octagon little things when you blow it up. Those work good. I slept really well, except for the dreams. So I like that. With that, I'm able to keep my sleeping bag, a down blanket, and the 2 mats up there. I learned, do not, after you blow the mats up, put the 12-volt air compressor thing up, because you might accidentally open one of the nozzles, which I did, and all the air went out. So I had to blow it back up about 1 o'clock in the morning. I learned that it's best to take and secondary whatever for take something besides one source of heat if it's going to be less than 30 degrees. My diesel heater didn't work. I didn't have butane for the Covea heater, and so I was able to keep warm with the 12-volt blanket. Now if I hadn't had the big Jackery, I wouldn't have been able to do it because it wouldn't have ran all night. I learned to always bring a stool. I take this little stool right here. This little stool folds up flat like that. I sit on top of my refrigerator. Take it everywhere. Got that at Home Depot. Because you never know when you're gonna have to reach something that's a little taller than you are. I learned that I love the way that my setup is now with my ammo boxes on the back of the rack. I had just enough room when I moved the tent the other day to put 2 Artemis boxes, ammo boxes, front runner boxes, whatever you want to call them. Put them up there. I've got the hook tie downs with the twisty thing that tightens it. So I got eye bolts in the boxes, eye bolts in the rack, able to tighten them down, easy on, easy off. Love that. I learned that if you get a new battery, you need to charge it. It's not completely charged out of the box. I heard my fridge beeping about 5 o'clock this morning because the battery was starting to go dead. I looked and it said 5.7. It was going from 5.7 to 8.8. It was juking around a little bit, so make sure you charge the battery. I learned you can't have enough lights. I bought quite a few of these lights. I found these, they're wagon lights, but these are the off-brand. You get them for like $23. It's a magnet. It has the charger attached to it, so you don't have to keep up with a cable, which I love, because if everybody only made one charging cable, it wouldn't be an issue, but you've got 15 different types of plug-ins and USB, and you got to keep up with all of them, and it's a pain. So it's a magnet. It'll stick on anything. It also has a hanger. So I hung it up in the annex. Perfect. Can't have enough light. I learned, be careful what you get out when you stop by yourself, because everything you get out, you got to put up. I got out way too much stuff. Of course, I wanted to do some video shooting, you know, so I got the drone out. The drone went dead. Had to get the jackery out to charge the drone. Had to use the jackery to charge the fridge. I got wood out to build a fire. The annex, tent, all the food that I cooked with, had to do dishes. It was just one thing after another. So be careful what you get out, because if you get it out, you're going to have to put it back up. So I learned that. I also learned that I really love, and I've gotten spoiled to, the sound of the diesel heater at night, because normally in the summer I have a fan going, in the winter I have the diesel heater going, and I like the noise because I'm not able to hear the coyotes howling, every little crackle in the leaves, thinking that somebody's walking in on me. I love that noise. So we didn't get to have that last night. So that was kept me from sleeping really good. I mean, I slept good, but I didn't sleep really good. So and you know, I learned that sometimes things don't go as planned. You got to figure things out. Don't always change everything up, because if you constantly change everything up, you're constantly learning. If you're changing everything up, you put something here this time, and next time you don't know where it's at. So get into the rhythm of putting things where they go. And if you see something that's going to make your life easier, sure, change it. But don't just change things for the sake of changing them. Otherwise, you're always learning, and it slows you down, and it costs you more time, and it makes you sweat. If you have to work at it, it's not going to be fun. You're not going to go. So that's what I learned. That's what I learned. We got everything packed up and ready. I got some cheese dip I'm gonna munch on, and then we're gonna head out. Explore a little, go home. Got a lot of things to do before we head out on Sunday to go to Big Bend. So I got a lot of things to do. Go home, see the wife, kiss the dog. Or kiss the wife and see the dog. So we're gonna get out here in a little bit. Hopefully we'll get some shots of this beautiful road coming in here. You're gonna love this.
got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, tell me reckless, gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.